dense forest that bordered his village. He was in pursuit of a deer, hoping to bring food back for his family. As he tracked his prey, he stumbled upon a hidden clearing, a secret oasis in the heart of the woods. In the center of this clearing was a crystal-clear spring, its water sparkling invitingly. What Jocatarab witnessed next would forever change the course of his life. 7 incomparably beautiful celestial nymphs, known as Bidadari, descended gracefully from the heavens. Their forms shimmered with an ethereal light, their long hair flowed like silk, and delicate, iridescent wings subtly unfurled from their backs. They alighted near the spring, their laughter like the chime of bells, and began to prepare for a bath. One by one, they shed their selendang, magical shawls, which were the garments that allowed them to fly back to their heavenly abode. They placed these shimmering cloths carefully on the grassy bank beside the spring, before gracefully entering the cool, clear water. Jocatarab, hidden behind the thick foliage of a large ancient tree, watched in utter awe. Their radiant beauty and ethereal grace captivated him entirely. A mischievous thought, born not of malice but of a deep longing to keep one of these enchanting beings in his world, began to form in his mind. Quietly, he crept closer, his heart pounding, and carefully took one of the selendang, a particularly shimmering indigo one that belonged to the youngest and most beautiful of the nymphs, Nwangwalin. He quickly hid it away. As dusk began to paint the sky, the 6 older Bidadari finished their bath. One by one, they donned their selendang, and with a collective sigh of contentment, they gracefully soared back into the twilight heavens. Nwangwalin, however, searched frantically for her shawl. Her initial joy turned to rising panic as she realized it was gone. Without her selendang, she was stranded, unable to return to her celestial home. She cried out in despair, her voice echoing through the darkening forest. Hearing her distress, Jocatarab emerged from his hiding place, feigning surprise and concern. He approached her, pretending to have just stumbled upon her plight. He offered her comfort, a place to stay in his humble home in the village, and a promise of help. Lost and with nowhere else to go, Nwangwalin reluctantly accepted his offer. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Jocatarab, with his care, unwavering kindness, and genuine affection, slowly won Nwangwalin's heart. Despite her longing for her heavenly home, she grew to love him and the simple, peaceful life they shared. Eventually, they married and lived happily together in the village. Nwangwalin, blessed with her innate celestial abilities, possessed a miraculous skill. She could make a single grain of rice cook into a large potful, enough to feed them bountifully. This ensured they always had enough food, even in lean times. She was a loving wife and later, a devoted mother to their beautiful daughter. However, Nwangwalin had one strict condition for Jocatarab: he must never, under any circumstances, ask about her cooking process or peek into the pot while she was working. Jocatarab, deeply in love and trusting his wife implicitly, readily agreed to this condition. For many years, they lived contentedly, their lives filled with love and the joy of their growing family. But as time passed, a seed of curiosity, fueled by the villagers' whispers about the magical rice, began to gnaw at Jocatarab. He couldn't shake the urge to uncover his beloved wife's secret. One fateful day, while Nwangwalin was away, perhaps visiting a neighbor or tending to their daughter, Jocatarab succumbed to his curiosity. His heart pounded with anticipation as he cautiously lifted the lid of the cooking pot, peering inside. To his utter astonishment, he saw not a simmering pot of rice, but a single, solitary grain. The magic, he instantly realized, had always relied on unwavering trust and the sanctity of her secret. When Nwangwalin returned, her celestial senses immediately told her that her husband had broken his sacred promise. The magical power, which depended on unbroken trust, was gone. Her heart shattered, not just by the loss of her ability, but by the betrayal of trust. She knew, with a profound sadness, that the bond that tied her to earth had been irrevocably severed. With tears in her eyes, Nwangwalin revealed her true identity to Jocatarab. She explained that she was a bidadari from the heavens, and that her selendang was the key to her return. She then showed him where he had hidden it all those years ago. With a heavy heart, Nwangwalin retrieved her shimmering indigo selendang.